In the quiet of the night, the air still, I felt a presence, a cold, dark, unseen entity. It was a demon, and it was inside me. The first degree of demonic possession, often referred to as demonic infestation, is subtle. It begins as an insidious whisper, a feeling that something isn't quite right, like a chill that seeps into your bones. It's the flicker of a shadow in the corner of your eye, a fleeting sense of unease. But it's easy to dismiss, to attribute to the mundane. However, as the infestation deepens, it graduates into demonic oppression. This is where the demon begins to exert its influence over your life. It's a sinister weight on your chest, a constant sense of dread. You might wake from nightmares, your heart pounding, your sheets soaked in sweat. You might feel watched, even when you're alone. The third degree is demonic obsession. This is when the demon starts to infiltrate your thoughts, your dreams, your very essence. It's not just an external force anymore, it's inside your mind, twisting your thoughts, tainting your dreams with its malevolent presence. It's like an all-consuming black hole, slowly sucking away your sanity, your peace, your joy. And then comes the final, most terrifying degree, full demonic possession. This is when the demon takes complete control, relegating you to a mere spectator in your own body. You are no longer the one in charge. The demon is. It turns your body into a puppet, bending and twisting it to its wicked will. Your voice, your movements, your actions, they all belong to the demon now. Your thoughts are drowned in its dark, insidious whisperings, your emotions twisted into a grotesque parody of what they once were. As the demon took hold, I was no longer a spectator in my own body, but a prisoner. The terror, the helplessness, the sheer horror of this experience is something beyond comprehension. You feel like a stranger in your own skin, trapped in a nightmare from which there is no escape. And as the demon tightens its grip, you realize with a chilling certainty, you are not alone. There's something else with you, something dark, something demonic. My reflection in the mirror was no longer my own. The signs were all there. I was possessed. The first sign was a chilling alteration in my personality. I had become someone unrecognizable, a stranger in my own skin. Imagine feeling a rage so raw, so uncharacteristic, that it takes you by surprise. Then, there was an inexplicable surge of physical strength. I remember lifting a heavy oak table single-handedly, a feat I could never accomplish before. It was as if an invisible force had taken control of my body, manipulating it at will. Knowledge of unknown languages was another sign. One evening, I found myself speaking fluently in Latin, a language I had never studied. The words flowed out of me, alien and yet familiar. Finally, there was an aversion to holy symbols. The sight of a cross, once comforting, now filled me with an unexplainable dread. Every sign was a confirmation of the evil entity dwelling within me. It wasn't a random choice. I was vulnerable, a perfect host for the demon. The path to demonic possession is not a lottery. Specific conditions make a susceptible prey. Involvement in occult activities, for instance, is a surefire way of attracting these malevolent entities. The dark arts act as a beacon, calling out to the entities from the shadow realms. Trauma, too, plays a pivotal role. Demons are opportunists, preying on the mentally and emotionally weak. They feed off our pain, and a traumatic event can serve as an open invitation to them. Yet spiritual weakness is perhaps the most potent vulnerability. A lack of spiritual strength is like an unguarded fort, a perfect home for these entities. My own possession was a testament to this. My spirit was weakened, my defenses were down, and I had unknowingly become involved in activities that resonated with the demonic. I had unwittingly invited the demon in, and it had found a home within me. In the dead of night, paralyzed in my bed, the demons came to play. A sleep paralysis demon, contrary to what some might want you to believe, is not just a figment of your imagination. These are actual malevolent entities, entities that delight in your fear and feed off your terror. They come to you in the dead of night when you're most vulnerable, trapped in the twilight between sleep and wakefulness, unable to move, unable to scream. Imagine, if you will, a pressure on your chest, a weight pressing down, making it hard to breathe. That's them sitting atop you, their invisible hands exploring your body. They touch you, leaving trails of icy cold or searing heat, depending on their mood. Their touch is invasive, violating the sanctity of your personal space, your safe haven. These touches aren't random, each has its own twisted meaning. A touch on the chest, right over your heart, is a way of them saying they own you, body and soul. A touch on your forehead is an attempt to invade your thoughts, your dreams. A touch on your limbs, a cruel reminder of your paralysis, your helplessness. The terror, the horror, it's indescribable. You want to scream, but your voice is a prisoner just like you. You want to run, but your body refuses to obey. You're trapped in your own body, a mere spectator to the cruel game the demon is playing. The worst part? This isn't a one-time event. They come back night after night, each visit worse than the last. Each time they take a bit more of you, leaving behind an empty shell. The feeling of their touch lingers, a haunting reminder of their visit. This is not a figment of your imagination. This is not a dream. This is the terrifying reality of those who have experienced the touch of a sleep paralysis demon. It's as real as the fear that lingers long after you've woken up, as real as the dread that fills you as night falls. In the darkness, with every touch, they claimed another piece of me. I share my chilling tale not to frighten, but to warn and enlighten. These encounters with the unseen may seem terrifying, but knowledge is our greatest weapon. If you're keen on delving deeper into the shadowy realm of the supernatural, ensure you're subscribed to this channel. Together we'll uncover the mysteries that shroud our world, hidden to most, but very real for those who've experienced them. By clicking the like button, you're not just supporting this channel, but also endorsing the quest for understanding the unseen. And who knows, your engagement may even help someone else grappling with their own encounters. If you've ever had similar experiences, or if you have questions or insights about the paranormal, please share them in the comments below. Let's foster a community of survivors and believers. Stay vigilant, stay strong, and remember, you are not alone in this fight against the unseen.